Hello everyone, it's Dan Plays here once again, here with episode 2 of my Pokemon Fire Red Let's Play. Last time we got our starter Bulbasaur and caught a Pidgey on Route 1. Today, we'll be clearing out, we'll be going around Viridian City, we'll be taking on our rival, heading to Viridian Forest and ending when we get to Pewter City. So, let's go. Before I leave, I do want to just head to the Pokemon and take inventory just for a moment. Yeah, I'll clear that out. Buy 3 grand worth of Pokeballs just for the future. I generally don't buy much in the way of potions or medicines. It's not really my playstyle. Hopefully quite soon we will get the running shoes. I say hopefully, not till the end of Pewter, but that'll speed things up a little bit. I could speed up Visual Blue Advance, but I don't fancy that. I'll mess up with what little sound from the game we do have, and also I just find it awkward to record when it's on the multiple speed. I like to play normally when I'm trying to record. So, let's see, still sticking to what we said before about just taking wild encounters as they come. So now, let's battle Gary. Hey Dan.W, you're off to the Pokemon League. Forget about it. You probably don't have any badges, do you? The guard won't let you through without them. By the way, did your Pokemon get any stronger? Not really. Tried to keep the volume of the actual game a little bit lower this episode. It was quite high last time. I do intend / need to get a microphone that I think will make things much better volume wise. I haven't done rather what I said last time I was going to do, which was change the configuration of the keys, which is tripping me off slightly, but we'll see. This is pretty much exactly what I always do with Bulbasaur. Early game, get a Leech Seed in, and hope I don't have to use a potion until the end. Most of the time I will sit here and use Growl as well, but normally I have a bigger team. I think this time I actually will train Growl a few times and get some help up. If he keeps up with the sand attacks, then I'll switch out on the next one. Or he can go for another tackle, but let's see if I can get him down to quite minimal damage with Growl before anything happens, or maybe can. Is slow going. Usually I would have done some grinding and got to like level 12 or something before this. Even with the rest of the team, what I usually do is get my start up to level, I don't know, like 11, 12 maybe, and then train with more if I want to minimum 8. But usually at that point, at this point with the battle, I've usually got a full team when I'm playing this. Of just whatever you catch from at the beginning. So starter, Pidgey, Rattata, usually Nidoran, Spearow, and a lot of the time I will go into Viridian Forest first and catch a Catbird or something, or a Weedle, and then come down to that, or even a Pikachu if I can find one, but we shall see. As I say, we'll switch into Pidgey just to get rid of that sand attack. I don't fancy attempting this battle without my accuracy. I'm just going to sack Pidgey here to be fair and try and get some damage off. I'm not really in a position to switch around before losing Bulbasaur. I may end up wiping out here. But I do have a couple of 1 or 2 maybe Pokemon that will hopefully do the good. And I will Growl as well, just to try and reduce the damage coming in, hopefully keep myself healed with Leech Seed and slowly knocking down with that. We'll see. I'm 4 time at the moment. If I can get him down to like 2 before I need to use the potion, then I should be fine. Let's see. Next time I'll show. Again, 3 on this. That's down to 2. 2 more growls, or maybe this growl, get him down to 2. And then just hope to be uneven. I might not even need to use the potion to be honest. If I'm getting down to 2 now, let's see. Yeah, down to 2 now. I could win with a couple of apples most of this. Let's see. Let's try it. Yeah, awesome. In fact, Pokémon will need one more package. No, okay, then, perfect. So, I feel like for sacking Pidgey, I don't generally use switches for that. But as I say, usually I have a full team that's a lot stronger at this point, so I don't really have much of an option aside from lots and lots of potions, which I do not have. So, oh, I missed a step then, my bad. Go back, heal up Pidgey, and head up to Viridian Forest. As I say, I've played this game a lot of times already. I'm not going to go through. If anyone, for some reason, hasn't played this before, or hasn't played any of the other games, hasn't played these remakes, hasn't played the Pokemon Let's Go remakes, there is a gym in this town. I say town, city, but it's closed down. You'll find out why later. So. Okay, so those up. It's a shame we didn't get anything from that route, but as I say, I'm not going to run around and try and catch. I'm just going to speed through the game slightly, so again, without actually speeding up. This is the frustrating part. I do prefer when you're able to skip tutorials. I don't want to be forced to watch all this. Especially since I'm not got usually I've got the speed max on VBA, so I just sit, hold my speed button down, and hope for the best. But let's go through what little old man is telling us. I'm sure at this point I'm probably the same age as him in the Pokemon world with the amount of times I've played it, but we'll see how far we can get without copying or listening or reading to what he's got to say. So, yeah, I think I've only used Teach TV once just to see what it looked like. I was interested, and then never again. So, okay, here we are on Route 2. I'm going to walk through the grass, more because it's a shortcut-ish, but also then hopefully something pop up. Nope, never mind. Straight into the Viridian Forest then. So I'm going to head around here and get all of the items. I don't intend to miss any that I can recall off the top of my head. But as I said, I'm not going to go. Sadly, I'm going to have to go into that grass with Pikachu. But I'm not going to go running around specifically in grass just to catch anything. I'll just catch what pops up if I want it. I'll catch Weedle. I don't mind. I prefer Caterpillars, but I do like Weedle. Maybe I use the. Well, I say maybe I use but I've already got poison from Bulbasaur. We'll see. We'll have him in our team until something better comes along. There we go. And as we go further in and Bulbasaur is a bit more competent, we'll do some more touch training and try and actually get some levels on our Pokemon. Until then, I'm not really bothered what people do in the background. He's not going to be useful for Pikachu, he's not going to be useful for Cerulean Gym, he's not going to be useful for Vermilion Gym, and probably by the time we get Celadon, he'll be powerful enough by himself to do something. So. Oh, that doesn't come from one of my friends, but my neighbour started playing me. And I don't think that it's like extreme. Let's hope that doesn't come through. Well, speaking of which, what I do have to make sure, not just through this playthrough, but for a lot of playthroughs, that I don't sing or hum, which is something I do a lot. I don't intend to get some copyright strikes for singing or humming along to songs. So I'm gonna leech seed. I don't run from wild battles, so you'll see that throughout the whole game. Even if I happen to be walking around with a level 80 Bulbasaur, a level 80 Venusaur rather, and run into a level 10 Pokemon, I'm probably just going to tackle it or body slam it or something just to get rid of it. Especially since, like I said, I'm not grinding on purpose. I'm going to take whatever experience I can get where I can get it. Leech Seed is probably the greatest thing to do with Meta Target anyway. One, my Bulbasaur's back at full health now. Not that it was very far down below full health, but now it's full health. And once my tackles start doing jack all with Harden, I'll still be doing constant damage with it though. I definitely do need to reconfigure my field here. There was I don't know if anyone else plays on Visual Boy Advance. I haven't used it for a little while, and when I came onto it at the beginning of the last episode just to test out my recording setup, it was just a white screen. First I deleted the ROMs I was using and then re-downloaded those. That didn't help, so I searched around Google for it and found a couple of links how to fix it from like Jam last year, so it's obviously been more of a while than I remember, but that sorted that out. So then I practically got onto it. I had to change the recording, change the frame script rather, change the emulation speed, I believe, and then reset it, and yeah, it was just bolted. But when John get back on it again. It's fun realising how much actually, after this obviously I'll be moving on to later games in the series. I do have a randomizer to start doing some randomised games for 1-2, but I do have a few ROM hacks for DS, so it'll be good to get into them, especially, I'm looking forward to especially getting into Blaze Black, because, well, I'm obsessed. I say obsessed. It's been a long time since I played any of them, but I was very excited about playing them. I may even download Ash Grey at some point and play through that again. I quite enjoyed that, but I think the last time I played it went up to just the end of the Pokemon League, not to Orange Islands. And as far as I can tell, it hasn't been updated since it got updated for Orange Islands. I think the armor is there on it for Ash Grey? I think the original author stopped anyway, making it might not have been there going for that one. But the Drown attacks are good. I think it was Blaze Black, the Blaze Black 2 I think, that made Farfetch Kart Fighting, which was excellent. Up to stats, getting better moves. That was a game where I ended up using cheats to catch, to the wild modifier, wild encounter modifier, just so I could get some of the cooler Pokemon with the new typing. Okay. Sorry, bug catcher. I think after this one I might back. I say switch training, but not really switch training, just switching slightly. That's an important one. I think part way through this series, I may start another series. I've been checking my setup on The Sims 4, today. I've created, well, I've half built the house, ready for a let's play on that, so I'm not sure whether to finish the series first or go on to that halfway through, or go into it now, or we'll see. In fact, actually I'll do some switching now. Why not, eh? Is anything better than a strong trainer? It's a trainer that goes back on the word. Right? Right? No? Okay. I'm pretty sure I just said, speaking of going back on words, I'm pretty sure I just said I was switch training and I've ended up just fighting with people. That's me all over. Very silent so far. I don't really have much to talk about. I suppose I could really talk about Sword and Shield. And actually this leads right back into going back on my word. When there were rumours of a Gen 8 announcement, I quite bluntly said to everyone around me that I had no intention of seeing any spoilers this time around. I want to go into it the same way I went into Gen 3, Gen 4, not so much Gen 5 onwards, because then I was looking at spoilers. But for Gen 3 and Gen 4, I went into those games blind, to the point where I ended up buying the Japanese Diamond and Pearl. So not only was I blind, but I was also technically deaf, not able to understand the language at all. But it was interesting seeing the new Pokemon through the game rather than through the internet. So my original thought was, let's go back to that. Let's not play. Let's not do any spoilers for Sword and Shield. And then when I found out when the announcement was coming, I thought, you know what I'll do, I'll look at the announcement, I'll see what the game is called, see what they're announcing in the trailer, maybe they'll reveal starters, maybe they won't, but I'll see whatever's in that trailer just to tide me over, and then hold the rest until the end. And then the minute I saw that trailer, I believe the words I shouted were, I take it all back, I want to know everything. I'm extremely excited about Sword and Shield, and I'm probably going to look at every spoiler that comes out, which, who cares though, who cares. It's quite good. I got the I originally bought the Nintendo Switch specifically for a new Pokemon game, which was at the time Let's Go, Pikachu, and then it seemed quite silly to get a whole new console for one game, so I ended up buying a few more games, and I still have a few more games that I want to buy, but the sole intention was for Gen 8 really. A Nintendo Switch Pokemon game is going to be my jam. Here we go. Tattoo all down. We get to level 6. Poison. Poison on that in this gen? I can't remember. Can you remember? We'll soon find out. Do I want to remember it? Not particularly. If you faint, you faint. I'm pretty sure we could in this gen. the main reason I do actually want to get a microphone is not just necessarily for volume purposes, but also because I probably will be using 3 separate computers to record on. The laptop I'm using right now, which is a laptop, and has my Visual Boy Advance and Disney on. I don't really want to put those on my other computers. There's the desktop computer that has The Sims and City Skylines and more games that I'm trying to get, as well as Steam Hospital. And then there's my other laptop, which probably won't be using much for recording, but I've downloaded my recording software onto it just in case. Just in case I decide to do something on there. I very much doubt I will. I do have Medibang on there, so I might one day start drawing on there or something. I'm not really sure if I want to or not. But the recording software is on there just in case, so. And the volume next door is gone slightly higher, so potentially the wrong room for recording. But then this is my office, I'm not going to record in the toilet or the bedroom, so I will be recording in my office. Again, that's another thing that will probably change when I get my microphone, because that will hopefully be more zoned towards my mouth and not taking in much background noise, hopefully. Let's switch into this. I don't remember if this takes damage down. Switching in now, I don't know if that's what switched in during the battle to lose health. Does we lose HP now? No. Perfect. Let's see. Okay. Right, yeah, I'll leech him in, why not? Oh, what's for you? I actually want to put a streaming effect. Did that go on? There we go. No, it did not. So. I'm going to take my seed and send it that the sound as dirty as it did. Why is my accuracy worse? Oh no, he's happening. There we go. I was going to say, I thought it was my advantage missing for a second. I thought, what's happening to even my accuracy of his evasion? There's something happening there. I'm feeling very, very lonely right now. I don't have my phone with me. My partner has taken my phone out to do a Deoxys defense form EX raid on Pokemon Go. So I thought, hey, why not do another video recording? Since I have nothing else to occupy my hands other than, well, a book. And I do enjoy reading, but hey. Well, I'm going to say we're on a roll here. We're not even on a roll. This is only episode 2. But a roll is started with 1. There we go, Pidgey's fainted. I'm stuck on whether I want to actually do some switch training with Weedle or not. I still don't even know if I want him in my party. Speaking of, someone I do want in my party. Hi, Caterpie. Let's see how good I'm looking at. We'll take her out. Lovely female. Yeah, see, I'm trying to, oh, I'm not trying to, but I don't want to just go with my usual team, which to be honest almost always consists in the Kanto games of some combination that involves Pidgeot and Butterfree, but I like them. I think it's difficult to stop being a game winner, a Generation 1 fanboy when this is the one I started with. When it came out, my album must have been, when it came out in the UK, I think it was like 99, 98, I was like 9 or 10. I remember it took my mum a long time to actually get the game, because it was a very huge hit. It had just come out, obviously, after the anime maybe started airing, I think. But it had already done quite well in America, it had done really well in Japan. came over here, and yeah, I can't remember what city she had to go to, but it was a city that we did not live in to get me Pokemon Red. So to then be here, what, 20 years later, being able to just download them all on the computer or on a phone, smartphone, seems a bit sad, but hey, those were the days, eh? I'm pretty sure my Game Boy Color specifically for that as well. I am going to switch into Cappy here just to get some experience for him. Sorry. Do you guys ever do that? Do you ever specifically designate the genders to specific Pokemon? Like for me, all Skitties are female unless they happen to be the lovely red shiny version, in which case they're males. I don't know. Misogyny! I don't actually have to keep Caterpillar in here. I can switch out and start doing some damage with Leech Seed again, but let's see. Yeah. Speaking of Sword and Shield, what's everyone's thoughts on the new Stars of the Galar region? Personally, there'll never be a Pokemon that I actually despise, to be honest. Don't get me wrong, Pokemon like Trubbish, Voltorb, Vanilla, Muck aren't, well, I was gonna say aren't necessarily my favourite Pokemon, but I'll be honest, if I was gonna put my Pokemon in an order, I probably would say Muck / Grimer would not be anywhere near the bottom. But I do think a lot of it has to do, I think, with the anime as well, because the anime was so popular and so pertinent in my mind around then. My favourites generally, I'd say not my favourites, but when I look at Pokemon from Generation 1, the majority of them are Pokemon that I like, and I think that's simply because they were in the forefront of my childhood, really. The Pokemon that came on every day. Don't get me wrong, I can't sing along to it, or rap along to it rather, but I think they were much more prominent for me at that age. You think by the time, say, you know, Gen 5 came out, for example, which obviously has a lot of similarities to Gen 1 with regards to designs, those Pokemon stuck out to me more as, what the heck is that, than say Gen 1 Pokemon did, because when Gen 1 came out, I was a lovely little imaginative child that could see why a pile of sludge was, oh my god, amazing! Whereas now, a bag of rubbish just seems cool. I do like Trubbish. I do like Vanilla. I think not one of the few. I think a lot of people do like a lot of Pokemon. There's not been a single Pokemon that I hate. There's a few Pokemon that I probably won't use because I believe them to be questionable. But the vast majority of Pokemon I like. I would say 95% of Pokemon I like or can appreciate. You know, that's what being a true fan is, right? This is starting to really agitate me, the fact that I'm not strong in comparison to where I usually am. But, and there's a big but, I don't want to do much in the grinding. As I said before, it seems not cheap, but it seems it will speed the game up too much. I don't want to do the game in 3 parts just because I've got like a level 90 fucking level 90 Venusaur by say episode 3. So I don't know. Plus, going to the Brilliant Forest with Bulbasaur, and realistically at the moment just Bulbasaur. Pidgey is gone, Caterpie and Weedle can't really help. It's just slow going. Bulbasaur can't really do much other than episode which isn't happy. Vine Whip's okay, it's got stab, but then it's also against it, totally reduced to it, so. Bum ba bum. Well, there's one trainer to go, and then we'll be going towards the end of the episode. Not that I'm really bothered, but it's not a Pikachu. Another Pokemon that I very much like, obviously, is Pikachu. I think everybody deep down likes Pikachu, or doesn't mind Pikachu. But I am not overly obsessed with Pikachu. Or, well, I think it's hard really to get because a lot of the Kanto Pokemon, as I said already, there's nostalgia, there's just general popularity, and there's interesting-ish designs, but I think a lot of people stick with it because they're the ones that are more prominent in any kind of media, because of Games Freak, because of Pokemon Company, because of us, because we all like the original ones. Even the players that started late will always be able to come back and see someone from Gen 1, unless you're playing, well, I say unless you're playing Black and White, but you can even see Pikachu in that as well, so it's hard not to at least have an opinion on them. But I will probably never go out of my way to specifically catch an old Pokemon, except in Sun and Moon, because I very specifically went out to get a Lowland Grimer. Rainbow Oil Stick Sludge is the shiz, so let's see this there. Oops. That was a simple one. Just seeing, oh well, have it. Just seeing if there's still an item. No? Cool. I don't know if that's yellow or not. There's an item hidden right here. It might be one of the ROM hacks I played with there. Let us see. No, not leech here, I've got 0 PP. Yeah, just tackle away. This is one of the trainers everybody always remembers in Brilliant Forest as well. The very last one with his air quote powerful Weedle. Not so powerful. There's one benefit of choosing Bulbasaur is that it can't get proven. That would suck. As it did with Pidgey. Okay, that's Sammy. I'm not going to go specifically in this graph, but I'm going to walk through it as, I'd say less tiles to move, but it's the exact same amount of tiles. It's just going to be a zero attack anyway, which I don't intend to catch either of, so it really is kind of slow, but I could have just been the first one. But hey, it's another what, 20 something experience point. Bye video. Okay, and here we are in Future City, well known as, that's not the sign for Future City. Where is the Future City sign? Is it for a gym? Oh, you think it would be more fun? You know, I don't think I've ever actually gone around and read all these signs. Well, what, in between rugged mountains or something? Oh, it's probably in there. Well, we'll go to the Pokemon, sell some of the bits that I have, which is probably going to be a mistake, because I'm sure as soon as I sell all these, I will desperately require some kind of potion, but okay, I've got Bulbasaur, I'm fine. I won't buy anything actually, I've got in the Pokeball class. Well, part of me still is in the mindset that I'm going to buy as much as possible, just so I can catch everything that I come across, because generally I do try and get everything in the route that I can, but I'm not really bothered this time, so I don't really need as many Pokeballs as usual, so I think I'll just save the money until I can buy Great Balls, and maybe not even then. I think what I will do is head into someone's PC and deposit readers. I don't think I'll be using these at all, unfortunately for him, but okay. And that, guys, brings us to the end of episode 2. Hope you've enjoyed. If you do, leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, and I pressed the wrong button and didn't say it there. Start as me to go on. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!